Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining today's session on building your professional presence online. My name is Elizabeth Middleton, and I'm an assistant professor here at the University of Utah, as well as chair of the RCMB Early Career Professional Working Group. On behalf of the RCMB ECP Working Group, we're excited to be hosting this session focused on how early career scientists can build visibility, expand their networks, and use social media more intentionally for career development. Before we get started, I'd like to invite Sarah Moore to briefly introduce herself.
Right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Sarah Moore, and I'm an assistant professor at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, a member of the Early Career Professionals Working Group, and also chair of the RCMB Assembly Web Committee. And I'm thrilled to be one of the moderators for today's session.
Thanks so much, Sarah. I just want to add that this webinar is going to be recorded and will be posted to our YouTube channel, as well as for any members of the audience who has any questions, please submit them in the Q&A.
Perfect. So today we have the privilege of hosting two fantastic speakers who bring really complementary perspectives on this topic. Eric Vaughn is Director of Career Services at the University of Rochester School of Medicine and Dentistry, where he supports graduate students and postdocs in career development, networking, and professional branding. Dr. Julie Kiefer is Director of Research Communications at the University of Utah Health, where she leads efforts to translate complex research into accessible stories and help scientists build visibility through media and social platforms. Today's session will be split into two short presentations, followed by a moderated discussion and Q&A. So to start us off, Eric will walk us through how to build a strong and effective LinkedIn profile with practical strategies you can implement right away. So Eric, I will hand it over to you.
Thank you. Let me just share my screen. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me today. I am going to talk to you about building your own brand using LinkedIn, and this could also be translated into other social media platforms also. So, why is it important to utilize LinkedIn as a professional branding networking tool? And creating an online presence today can help you, especially with your visibility. Think about visibility equals opportunity. The more that you're out there, the better the chances that you're going to get sought out by somebody or that somebody will see something that you've posted or shared. Uh, pr Professional branding and storytelling, social media, especially LinkedIn, is a great place to share your story and create a brand about yourself. Also, you can network to scale. There are so many people on LinkedIn and developing and sharing your content on that platform and you creating communities or connections with those that are within the same community as yourself can really be a great benefit. It's a great place to demonstrate your credibility and expertise. And I'll show you a little bit about how to share some of your content very easily to others through the platform. You can access the hidden job market. More jobs are sought out or achieved through the hidden job market than just going on and just randomly applying for jobs through a site, just on their job postings board, for example. And it's important for clinical and research careers today. Being online about collaboration, connecting with others, LinkedIn is a great way to do that and utilize that tool. So we're going to take a quick look and go through a little bit of what a profile should look like or what is encouraged. And when we take a look at this first profile that we're looking at, we want to answer a couple of questions. What do we know and what do we want to know? And sometimes the first thing that somebody's going to actually see when they're doing a search for somebody is their picture, their name, and even the headline title. So, do we know what a global toxicology manager is? That title may be very ambiguous. We may not know. So, we want to be able to get as many hits as possible on our profile, and we want to communicate that with the audiences that we're trying to communicate with. So I'm hoping that you might lean more toward a profile that looks like this. I've actually worked with Ian Kraut. He was one of my PhD trainees I had the privilege to work with. And just want to walk you through what a really good polished profile looks like. First of all, we have a good photo. We also have the background photo, which can be anything. It's kind of the banner of your LinkedIn profile. This can be anything that you want to communicate. It doesn't have to be related to science. Maybe he put a picture of going on a hike because hiking is one of his favorite hobbies. Think about something that resonates toward you that will really help communicate with others. The other thing I want to notate is the importance of maybe not using a job title. A job title cannot speak about everything that you potentially do or even what that position entails. But by utilizing keywords or skills or experiences or expertise can really help somebody identify who you are a little bit clearer and provide a little bit more context about who you are.